Hello and welcome to Dark Art Sessions. This is a place where we do all things wet plate photography, analog photography, all things artistic. And today we're photographing something really cool. Have you ever heard of the Ghost Merchants? It's literally one of the coolest places in York. If you ever go to York in the UK, you have to go and visit the Ghost Merchants. It's where you can buy figurines of these super cool, cute little ghosts, and they're just amazing. The whole shop is an experience. And the place is really popular, so if you do go and visit them, make sure you get there early to join the queue. And today we're doing wet plate photography, which is a 170-year-old photographic process. In this video, you'll see how the wet plate collodion process works and why it's such a niche and wonderful process to use. It's so different to digital photography. You can see that it takes a lot longer to actually make these images. It's a very timely process, but it's so much fun, and I hope you enjoy it. So you can see that I've set up my figurines. I've put a little bit of foliage around them just to make the shot a little bit more interesting. So this is the lens that we're using. It's an extra rapid rectilinear lens, and we're going to have it set to f6. And this is also the camera that I brought back with me from Austria. So what I'm doing now is focusing the image on the viewfinder. And then what I do is get a magnifier just to make sure that I've got it in focus. I got this magnifier quite cheap off of eBay. This is the one I made earlier during the test shot that I did because I filled all silver and I wanted to make sure it was still okay. And we're good. So we're going to do it again. What do I need to do first? With my mask.
Kitchen.
So I need to put these on because the collodion is pretty toxic and we don't want it going in my lungs, and the silver nitrate can make you go blind, so I have to wear these goggles when I'm making these tintypes. So let's do this. Let's go. So what I'm doing now is pouring the collodion onto the plate. You are more than welcome to laugh at my pouring skills. This stuff is super toxic, so I have to do it in a well-ventilated area and wear a mask. This is where I sensitise the plate by putting it in the silver nitrate, and then we wait 3 minutes. You'll notice that we've suddenly switched to night vision. That's because I have to work in red light and you won't be able to see me properly if I had it on normal vision. While I wait, I filter my pre-made developer. Clearly, I have the patience of a saint. Now I take the aluminium plate out of the silver bath. It is light sensitive, so again, we're working in red lights only. It's perfectly safe to work in red light because the plates aren't sensitive to the end of the spectrum. I'll do another video on this later. I have to clean the back of it because silver nitrate stains everything, as I very much discovered when I first started doing this process. So what we do, we clean the back of the plate and then we put it into the plate holder and seal it. And then we load the plate holder into the camera and we take the image. And then it's time to develop. And then after that, we put it in the fixer and then we watch the image come to life. Super happy with this one. Here's my test shot and here's the one I've just done. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same shot, but I'm going to switch lenses. So the one that I just used is this one. It's an f6, and I'm going to go down to a 2.8. These ones, again, I got from Austria. Thank you so much, Marcus, for finding these for me. This one actually came with a camera. Very good lens. This lens is a lot faster, which is really helpful when it comes to wet plate photography because you do need a lot of light to be able to do this process. I'll talk a lot more about that in another video, but let's test this lens and see how it works with the same setup. Before we go on to the next shot, I just want to say a huge thank you and a big shout out to Debs for being our first ever patron. We really hope you enjoy our content and there is something extra special on its way to you. If anybody wants to join our Patreon, please feel free to do so. The details will be in the description. We do a monthly Patreon live so you can see the dark room in action. You'll get to see all the chaos. You'll get an exclusive 5x7 print posted to you every quarter. You'll get to see behind the scenes footage of the hilariousness that happens in the dark room. And as a special thank you, you'll get a credit on all of my YouTube videos. And the top tier, you get additional digital wallpaper downloads. So you can have my artwork as your computer screen if you really want to. As well as a one-of-a-kind anniversary tintype image made especially for you. You can own your own piece of artwork made just how the Victorians did. And you'll get to be part of the community where we get to make lots of cool artwork. And you'll be supporting us. The link is in the description if you want to check out our Patreon. back to the darkroom. So as you can see, I've changed the shot up very slightly. I've put some of those flowers around the bottom because you can see how it sort of hazes around in a circular motion. It's going to look really cool, I think. As I said before, you have full permission to take the mick out of my pouring skills. And we pop the plate into the silver nitrate. Now I can take the plate out of the silver box, clean it up and get it ready for exposure. It's always worth double checking your focus, so that's what I'm doing now. And we develop the image. Put it in the fixer. And we are done. Well, making those was a bit more challenging than I expected. If you join my Patreon, you'll see why. But I'm going to show you the final result. Just firstly though, this is from IKEA. So you don't need to spend lots of money on a plate holder. This is from IKEA as recommended by Marcus. Again, thank you so much. So as you can see, this image here was taken on the f6 lens. It was one of the first ones that we did. And yeah, you can see a lot of it is pretty clear. There's not that much blur and it just looks really cool. This one was done on the f2.8 lens. As you can see, it's got a very, very shallow depth of field. It really takes a lot to focus in on these. If you look around the edge where I put the flowers, you can see how it swirls round. So if you get something like sequins or something crazy like that, then, you know, it's going to look really good. So if you want to come in for a shoot, let me know, wear all your sequins and let's do something. And that was it. Thank you so much for watching. If any of you have any questions or anything, just pop them in the comments and I will get back to each one of you. And don't forget, if you want to join our Patreon, the links are in the description, as well as a link to our mailing list and all of our other social medias. Thank you for watching and see you next time.